Marlon Vera versus Dominick Cruz takes place this weekend in the main event of UFC Fight Night San Diego. Vera versus Cruz, and I cannot wait for this fight in the bantamweight division. This is a huge fight in the bantamweight division. Gonna be a true classic war. Marlon Vera, Dominick Cruz. I cannot wait for this fight. This is gonna be a great fight. I truly cannot wait. Marlon Vera, both guys looking very good. I'm gonna start with Vera first though. Vera looking very good lately, coming off a phenomenal win over Rob Font. Destroyed him over 5 rounds. Look at Font's face after that fight. Crazy good win. And then he beat Frankie Edgar. Had a tough start, but then eventually came back and got a front kick TKO. Either way, he probably was gonna get a unanimous decision win. And then beat Davey Grant before that. Looked very good since his Jose Aldo loss. Dominick Cruz, though, also looking really good. Beating Pedro Munoz in that last fight. And then beat Casey Kenny. Of course, lost to Cejudo before that. But this is a great fight. I like this fight. In terms of a prediction, though, I gotta make it in the title. Prediction and breakdown. I'm going to be going for Marlon Vera here over Dominick Cruz. I just think the damage is going to be too much here for Dominick Cruz. And I do believe that Marlon Vera, this is a weird prediction, but I haven't made a prediction like this before, I don't believe. A doctor stoppage win over Dominick Cruz. I do believe it'll be a doctor stoppage win for Marlon Vera. I think I said Dominick Cruz there. I do believe it'll be a cut on the eyebrow from Dominick Cruz, and Marlon Vera will get the job done. And I think that's how he's gonna win. I do believe so. I like Marlon Vera in this fight. I think he'll win it. I just don't see Dominick Cruz the same anymore. I really don't see him the same. I really do believe I do like Dominick Cruz. It is gonna see him sad to just lose in a bloody war, because it is gonna be sad. He's the bantamweight GOAT by far. Like, I know people say Dillashaw, but Cruz beat Dillashaw. I think I like Dominick Cruz, man. I really do. It would suck to see him lose and get put out. I just think it's time, man. I know he's coming off some couple of wins. I know he beat Pedro Munoz in that one, and now Munoz, it's not even anything that badly, because Munoz was winning against Sean O'Malley before the eye poke. Opinion based there, though. Some people thought O'Malley was winning, some people thought Munoz. I thought Munoz, but I just don't think Cruz is going to get the job done over Marlon Vera. 5 rounds. I just don't see it. He took on 3 rounders against Munoz and Kenny. And even then, he struggled against Casey Kenny. You know? I don't know how that was a split decision. But he clearly freaking... he made it very close against Casey Kenny. I just don't see this one going well for him here. I really don't. I like Marlon Vera in this fight. Marlon Vera does have some momentum right now. Looking very good. Beating Rob Font in that last one. Beat up Rob Font in that last one. 5 rounds. I know some people are picking Dominick Cruz because they're fans, fan favorite. But some people logically are picking Dominick Cruz to outstrike Marlon Vera here. Even though he does outstrike Marlon Vera here, Rob Font was doing the same. Rob Font, the boxer, Rob Font, was doing the same thing. He was just sculling Marlon Vera. But Vera does get those endings and drops those opponents, a.k.a. Opponents in Rob Font. And he dropped them each first 2 rounds and was just getting the better of it with the damage. I think Marlon Vera's got this one in the bag, man. I really do believe he'll get this one done. He beat Frankie Edgar beforehand. And I understand he was getting out-grappled early, but Cruz ain't going to shoot a takedown here. And even if he does, Vera's got some subs off his back. He has Darce chokes, guillotines. I don't know about guillotines, but he's got some subs off his back. He beat Brian Kelleher with a sub. He beat Helen Hernandez there. He's good. He is good. And I like Marlon Vera. And I just don't see Cruz winning this one, man. And even against Davey Grant, he did have a bad start. Davey Grant was doing pretty well early on. not a bad start, but like was losing the first round and lost the first round. But the rounds went on, like he was dominating Davy Grant. I don't see Dominick Cruz going out there and getting it done, guys. I don't really see it at all. Dominick Cruz, he's 37. You know, he's 37 years old. He's older. He didn't even look that great against Pedro Munoz. It's not like he scolded him over 3 rounds. Like, he got dropped early on by Pedro Munoz. For fair play, he was winning the first round against Pedro Munoz before getting cracked, put down. You know, not the finishing. He survived. But, like, that's worrying because he rushed in and got clipped badly and was having time to recover, was backing up. Munoz chasing him, almost finished him against the cage. Cruz shot for a takedown. It's just risky, in my opinion. Very, very risky. I just don't see Cruz winning this, man. I really don't. I didn't mind him as an underdog, but he's a little bit... I didn't mind him as an underdog, but it is 5 rounds. If he was more of if he was like a 2-1 underdog, I would take it. But he is only a slight underdog. I just don't see Cruz winning this one, man. Really don't see him. And to beat Marlon Vera, I think you have to have good takedowns, good cardio, first off. If it's a 5-rounder, you got to have good cardio. Cruz will have that. Like, honestly, I know people don't like to hear it, but he was starting to look pretty decent against Henry Cejudo before getting kneed in the face in an early stoppage. But I just don't see him winning this at all, though. That's the problem I have here. I think Marlon Vera's got this one. I think he's good enough to win. He put away Frankie Edgar in a 3-rounder, man. Put him away. And I know that was after Edgar got freaking flatlined by Corey Sandhagen, I understand. But that was... He fought in February against Sandhagen and fought in November against Vera. So that's a long period of time throughout spring, summer, and back to winter. I think, February is in winter. I think November's in winter. Or fall. Whatever. Same thing. At the end of the year. But, February's in winter. I don't want to look dumb here. February's in winter. November's in fall. Long period of time there, though. Throughout the year, really. I just don't see Cruz winning this one, man. Cruz, it hasn't been looking good in these fights. Like, fair play, he won against Munoz and outstruck him in the last 2 rounds. I just rewatched that. But it wasn't a good performance. Like, he's not going to do that against Vera. And Munoz is the type of guy, maybe prime Munoz would have had more of a chance to win against Cruz. But Munoz, he was just getting outstruck because he was trying to... Munoz just has this basic style of where, he just lands leg kicks. Like, O'Malley was doing really well checking the leg kicks. Cruz was also doing well checking the leg kicks. Like, a lot of people, Aldo as well. Munoz just had leg kicks. You know? That's why he's starting to lose all these fights. Was doing well against O'Malley, but O'Malley doesn't do well with leg kicks. Let's be real. I just don't see Cruz reacting well here. I don't think Vera is going to throw leg kicks, but I think he'll throw kicks to the body, head kick, big straight shot. I just don't think Cruz is going to get this one done. And even against Casey Kenny, didn't do too good. It was a split decision. It shouldn't have been a split decision, but he lost some rounds to Kenny. Only 1 round. First and third. I think first and third round were Dominick Cruz. And he won that 29-28 unanimously. I don't know how you can score that fight for Casey Kenny. But Vera, he did use some grappling in that. Cruz did use some grappling against Kenny, but wasn't too well. I just haven't been impressed with Cruz, man. And even against Cejudo, it was a long time off. I can't really say much about when he fought Garbrandt and below, because it's a totally different Cruz. I just have to judge off from his Cejudo, Kenny, and Munoz fight. Against Cejudo, struggling a little bit early, you know? I think Vera's got this one. He's 29 years old, only 29 years old, you know? 8 years younger, which is just crazy. Yeah, I think you have to give this one to Marlon Vera. And he's big for the weight class as well. big guy. I know O'Malley was towering over him, but still, he's big, you know. And he's gonna have a 2.5 reach advantage here. And Cruz, I think Vera's got this one, man. I really do believe so. Got a lot of things ahead of him. If you beat Rob Font, dominated him for 5 rounds. But it doesn't matter if you're just outstriking someone and you get dropped at the end of each round. And I know Font doesn't have the best of chins, and Cruz got cracked by Munoz. Man, rushed in. He's gonna have a lot of things to worry about here. So I don't see him winning. He did beat Edgar. Vera did beat Edgar, which is a good win. And he beat David Grant as well, but I think you have to give him some hard power, knockout cold power, like O'Malley would do early on. And Aldo had lots of power. Even Yadong had lots of power as well, even though he won against Yadong. It was a complete robbery. Close fight, though. Closer than what people think it was, but he still won, arguably, on paper. He still won according to the rules against Yadong. Yeah, I just don't see him winning this one. I don't see Cruz winning this one. Vera's good. Beat Yol, beat Hernandez, beat Sainz. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to pick him to win this one. The winner of this one, though, will be in a good position. Depends if anything all goes to plan. There's a lot of fights. I mean, bantamweight division. Where are they ranked? Number 5, Marlon Vera versus number 8, Dominick Cruz. Should be above Rob Font. Who is Rob Font beaten? Honestly, I'm going to go to Rob Font right now. Who is Rob Font actually beaten? Why is he there in rank? He beat Moraes, Garbrandt. Beat Simone, but Simone's below him. Who's he beaten? Rob Font should be that high at number 7. So Cruz should be above him. Honestly. Cruz should be above him. Yeah. That's kind of dumb. Rob Font beat Simone, but Moraes and Garbrandt, where are they? I guess Garbrandt beat Cruz and Rob Font beat Garbrandt. If you want to play that game. But, I mean, but the winner of this one, though, should... It depends what happens, because Jan's fighting O'Malley, Dillashaw's fighting Sterling, Aldo's fighting Marab, Sanagan's fighting Yadong, number 10, number 4. So, I think the winner of this one versus the winner of Marab Aldo, if Marab beats Aldo, he probably won't get a title shot. And Vera, the winner of this one, if Cruz, it's really weird right now, man. If Aldo wins if Aldo wins against Marab, he deserves the title shot. The winner of Dillashaw versus Sterling. Even if O'Malley beats Jan, I don't care. O'Malley hasn't deserved that yet. Not at all yet. Aldo deserves the title shot. He's won 4 in a row. Last loss was to Jan for the vacant title. Yeah, winner of this one versus... it's so annoying. The winner of this one should fight Marab. But yeah. Yeah, winner of this one versus Marab. You know, it's so weird because I'm not picking Marab against Aldo. Actually, I'm picking Marab. So winner of this one versus Aldo Marab. If Marab wins, just do winner of this one versus him. If Aldo wins, winner of this one versus... Marab loses and Aldo wins, he gets a title shot. Aldo. So not Marab there, because he's come off a loss by then. I guess if Vera wins, if Sandhagen wins, maybe do Sandhagen, Vera. And if Yadong beats Sandhagen, he'll jump up. Maybe Vera can get that one back. You'll see what happens. Maybe if Jan beats O'Malley and Vera beats Cruz, and Marab loses to Aldo, and Aldo gets his title shot against Sterling, let's say, who's beaten Dillashaw, Vera versus Jan. You're supposed to make it before. Yeah, well, it wasn't signed officially, but it was kind of in the works. So yeah, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. This is a prediction and breakdown of Marlon Vera versus Dominick Cruz. I think Cheeto gets this one done. Oh, I'm gonna break down the fight. I'm gonna break down what happens quickly here. Round 1, Cruz will do good. Win the first round easily in a close round, but will be outstriking Vera in a patience kind of start. Second round will be a little bit, it'll be a little bit good. Cruz maybe has a good start. Vera starts doing good more so at the ending, but Cruz still wins it. Round 3, Vera has a good round 3. Very good round 3. Land some good shots, Vera. Maybe cut open Vera. The elbows will be good as well. Land some good elbows, front kicks to the body, chop the legs of Cruz. Win round 3 comfortably, and then I think at the end of round 3, it'll be called off due to a doctor stoppage because of a cut over on the eyebrow. At the end of round 3, Marlon Vera gets this one done, and yeah, peace.